Guys, this is so exciting. We got Stephanie Blake. She fixed her, the camera doesn't work and then the microphone wasn't working. It was a nightmare of not really. It's not a big deal, right? There's worse
Right.
things that can happen, like a global pandemic, something like I'm just kidding. Okay, so Stephanie Blake is here, you guys. She's been sharing tips with you. She was here a few weeks ago and I have never had my phone blow up so much and ask, like, when is she going to come back? I really like her stuff. Does she have more stuff? And I was like, okay, let me talk to her. Hold on. So she is a super busy woman. She is a powerhouse direct seller. She is top of her game with her network marketing company. But because her and I are friends, she's like, I'll come on. I will do some sharing. So she has prepared incredible training for you guys, as well as some resources, right, Steph, to go along with it?
Absolutely. I'm excited to share those resources too.
Yes. So she is going to jump in. The only challenge is because we were half an hour late, I have to go live somewhere else now. So I'm going to disappear. But you know what I will do, Steph? Do you want me? I can share the link to your stuff on the bottom. Do you want me to show the selling pro tips or the bonus sales tips?
The selling pro tips first, and then the bonus they're going to get at the very end. Can you guys hear me okay? I want to make sure I see this in the live comments that you guys are hearing me okay. Somebody let me know that this is great.
And when I mute my line, you're actually like better. So I'm going to mute and I'm going to just make it your face.
Awesome.
Cool. Okay. And I'm going to mute and then I will come back. I'll come back in like 20 minutes. Is that good?
Sounds great.
Okay, everyone, I'm out. Steph is on.
All right. Thanks, Michelle. Hey, everybody. Well, if you don't know me and I'm a stranger to you, my name is Stephanie. I've been involved in network marketing for the past 10 years. The first, I would say 4 to 5 years, I failed miserably. I wasn't great at it. So guess what? If I can do this, so can you. But after I really kind of fixed my mentality, I've had an explosive business over the last 5.5 years. And the best part about it is I love to share my simplified, easy tips that are duplicatable for you guys. And what I'm going to share with you today is how to sell without selling. Are you ever that person who's like, I don't want to be pushy and I'm just afraid to talk to people and I don't want to make people feel bad for buying? Well, guess what? I'm here today to give you my top 10 tips to help you. And you know what, you guys? We're going to go in descending order because the best we're saving for last. So stick with me till the end. But I also want to share with you that you guys can pull any resources you want from my website. If you go to stephanieblakeonline.com, you can go to my resource tabs and I have all kinds of great information for you there. So stay tuned till the end because I'm going to give you a bonus free resource guide for you to use on the keywords as well as the scripts that I use, so that way you have that in your back pocket. Let's jump right in, get your notepads ready. The first thing that you want to do when it comes to selling without selling, and this is my strategy to help you guys really just get to the top of your company. The first thing you want to do, number 10, is smile. Notice that when you're talking to somebody and you're smiling, it's more engaging. You're connecting with that person. Imagine if you did this. You're like, hey, so how's it going today? How was your day? Like, that's not cool. That's not fun. Instead, you want to smile. You want to connect with them. And the reason that's so important is you want to have them feel joy and feel excitement from you. So always have a smile on your face. This is definitely the shortest distance between two people. So you want to make sure you're creating that connection. Okay. The second thing you guys are going to want to do, number 9, use your body language. Okay. So this is where when you're using your body language, the customer feels connected to you, but I want your shoulders to be facing that person. I want your heart to be facing that person. If you guys do this and you talk to them like this, they're going to think you have something to hide. So what the key is for me is put your belly button directly in line with them. So that way you're always facing them in an open, receiving manner. This builds trust, it builds connection, but most importantly, it lets you show that you're fully engaged and present to who they are and what they need. That is a key because all of these subtle things, the smiling and the body language, is building up to helping you sell without selling. All right, so when it comes to body language, I also want you to think about matching and mirroring. So under your use of body language, I want you to think of matching and mirroring. So let's say that they're sitting back in their chair. I want you to sit back in your chair. If they're leaning forward and, talking to you and they're like, oh my God, da da da, I want you to lean in and, oh my God, da 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 da. I want you to talk to them the same. You don't want to be awkward about it, but let's say that they have their leg crossed. You want to cross your legs. If they're sitting leaning back, you want to lean back. It's so important to match and mirror. And the reason why is because that builds connection and that builds like that you both are on the same page. You don't want to be awkward about it, but if they subtly change their body language, you subtly shift in your body language. Okay, makes sense? Number 8, look them in the eye. This is so important. You have to look them in the right eye, okay? This is my right eye, but it shows up for you guys as the left. So when you're looking at someone face to face like this, you want to look in what looks like their left eye, but it's really their right. And the reason that's so important, it is directly the link connected to their heart. That's how you can connect to their heart better. So when you're talking to someone, don't look at their teeth. Don't look if they have lipstick on their teeth. Don't look at their gray hairs. Whatever you're doing, I want you to look them in the eye. And even if right now there's the pandemic, I want you to make sure that you focus on their eyes to connect with them that way. When you're looking in someone's eyes, you can look for about 3 seconds at a time, but then look away. You don't want to just be like, oh my God, so what's going on? How are you doing? How do you like everything? You want to be able to talk to them, have a little glance away, talk to them again, because you don't want people to feel like you're invading their space too much with kind of getting in their space by really kind of like staring them down. That's great. Okay. My next tip for you guys, number 7, is say their name 7 times throughout the presentation. Guess what? My name is Stephanie, and it's the best name in the world to me. And your name might be Michelle, and it's the best name in the world to you. So guess what, you guys? You want to, when somebody introduces themselves and they say, hi, Stephanie, my name is Michelle. Oh, hey, Michelle, it's so nice to meet you. Tell me about you. What do you do, Michelle? You want to repeat their name a couple times so that you remember it, number 1. And then number 2, it lets them know that you are actually listening and engaging with them to know their name. So it's important that throughout your presentation, you're saying their name a bunch. And then at the closing, when you're sitting with them, you're also repeating their name. It lets people know that you care, and it's letting them know that you're engaged with them directly. So you can do it very subtly, but you can say, oh, you know what? Great question, Michelle. My answer would be blah, blah, blah. So always remember to say their name. Now, if you're like me and you're really bad at names, if you need to get like them to wear a little name tag at their event, or if you need to write it down on a piece of paper and just like have it in your back pocket, make sure you do that, because people's names are so important to them. Number 6, genuinely listen. Okay, this is important, because when you show that you're genuinely listening, then it shows deep compassion, empathy, that you care, that you're connected to them. And when you are listening, the key is stop talking. Don't interrupt. Here's what I want you to think about. If I'm talking 80% and they're only talking 20%, I want them to talk 80% and I only talk 20%. You know why? Because when they're speaking, they're going to tell you what their needs are. That way you can sell to them. And the other thing about when you're genuinely listening is you're showing that you care. People want to be heard, especially us women. Don't we just like when we're feeling a certain way, we just want to be heard. So let people tell you what they need. Let people tell you how they're feeling and thinking, and then you listen. Tell yourself, stop more of talking and listen more intently, okay? I also want you guys, when you're listening intently to what your people are saying, show expression. If they're happy, show happiness, oh my God, that's so exciting. I love that. That's great. Congratulations, or, oh, I'm so pumped for you, whatever it is. Now, if they're sad, like cock your head a little bit and bring your voice down. And, I'm so sorry to hear that. And I just, I'm so sorry to hear that that's happening. I really understand. I went through that too. If they're worried, be empathetic. Whatever their feeling is, I need you to match that feeling. And the reason why is because you can react just like you would want somebody to react if you were telling them the exact same news. That's kind of like the little tip I have for you on how to like really listen well, is respond with how you would want somebody to respond to you if you were telling them that exact same thing. Okay. All right. So last but not least about this whole genuinely listen thing, if someone is talking to you and you're in like a crowded room, when we could go back from this pandemic, or let's say you're home with your family and the kids are driving you crazy and they're all interrupting you, you are so engaged with who you're talking to, whether it's via computer, FaceTime, Zoom, I don't care, or whether you're in person, nothing is going to distract you. I want you to be so laser focused on that person in front of you that I don't care if the house is burning down around you until they are done talking. You do not say, give me a minute, I'm on the phone, or hang on, I'll say goodbye to you in just a second. That's not engaging. You see how me breaking that connection with you right now really takes that away? So I want you to be engaged with them so much so that nothing else in the world matters. You're so intent on focusing on them. All right, so that was number 6, genuinely listen. Now, remember, if you guys are like, Stephanie, you're going fast and I have a lot of notes I want to take, I'm going to give you all this in my resource guide. Down below, you'll see it, the bit.ly.com/ selling pro tips. This is going to be my resource guide for you to print out. You have it forever, and it's honestly the best tips I can give you. Number 5, be enthusiastic and passionate about your own experiences with your product. Now, you guys, I will tell you, I can sell ice to an Eskimo. Why? Because when I have personal use with whatever product I'm selling, whatever business I'm selling, I know that my product is the best of the best. Now, why is it the best of the best? Because I've been using it, and here's my personal experience. The more you use your product, the more that you use your business as a launch pad for other people, the more you can talk about your personal experience. People need to know why it works, how it's worked for you, what the difference is. When you're passionate because of your own personal experience, people will buy it more. It's almost like your entire presentation of whatever you're selling, whatever business, product, it doesn't matter. Your entire presentation is a setup for the close. That by the time they get to the closing with you, they want it all. Because you're so passionate, you're so excited, you're so involved, you cannot even begin to do it. So I'm going to show you, just like with this ring, okay? This is my amazing, loving ring. I love this ring. This is awesome. But let me tell you about it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have been wearing this ring for the last 3 weeks, and I've gotten more compliments on this ring than any other ring. It is so sparkly. It never tarnishes. It never wears out. What I love about it, it's so comfortable on my finger. It doesn't pinch. You know, some rings pinch you. And you know what else I love about this ring? It doesn't get in the way. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I could wear it in the shower. I could wash my hands with it. It doesn't dull. Honestly, this ring is like the only ring I'll ever need because it gives me the bling that I want on my finger without having to ever have another ring. And you know what's awesome about it? It's so comfortable that I forget I'm even wearing it. So it's those little passionate details, you guys, that's going to give you the results where when you're talking about your products, people are going to be like, well, I don't care if that's a $10,000 ring. I want that ring too. Because people will always find a way to pay for something they want because you've already sold them on it through your enthusiasm and through your passion. So number 5, be enthusiastic and passionate with your own experiences about that product, okay? All right. You too can do this because I'm just looking at some notes. So how about that? I want to make sure that you guys know that number 4 is important. Connect with them on a personal level. Connect with them on a personal level. It's important to engage the people you're with. You know, you first want to just have small talk and dialogue. You know, how are you holding up in this pandemic? You know, what are you doing for fun? Do you have enough toilet paper? What's happening in your life right now? Like, what are you doing to bring you joy? Are you going out and walking every day? Build rapport, connect with them, and really build on that personal level. But then I want you to listen more than you talk again. The importance of this is people will always tell you what their need is when you listen more. So I want you to acknowledge their answer. When you're connecting with people on a personal level, they might say to you like, oh my gosh, I'm going crazy during this pandemic. Like my kids are driving me nuts. My husband's driving me crazy. I want to climb the walls. Oh my gosh, girl, I totally understand. Me too. And let me tell you what I've been doing. Like I've been going out and doing exercising in the yard, sweating every day, but it feels really good. And I just found this new app that I'm dancing to and it's so much fun. And I never thought I'd have so much fun sweating. Like you want to build on that personal thing where you're connecting with them about what they said. And you're also sharing a little bit more about what you feel and how you feel about that. So when you connect with them on a personal level, this is important. It reveals the areas where you can fill their need with your business or your product. People always tell you what's missing. What's that missing component? What do they need more of? What are they trying to achieve? How do they need to change things? Okay, this is so important. Number 3, we're getting closer to our top 3. Here we are. Take away the sale and leave them wanting more. You guys are probably going to be like, what? I want to take away a sale? Yeah, you do. Here's why. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, but it's important that if someone's seeming indecisive about buying or joining your team or what it might be, you take it away from them. Here's why. This is what it looks like. Don't worry if this isn't for you, you know, you have some limiting beliefs that are holding you back or you have some fear about it. You know, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe that shows up for you in other areas of your life, and that's okay. But you know what? I know there's other women out there that are excited about this. I mean, I would love to work with you, but you absolutely don't have to. That was a very subtle way of like telling them your fear is holding you back, your limiting beliefs are holding you back, because most of the time that's what it is. And then you're letting them know, don't worry, you don't have to do it. Somebody else will be ready for it. And you know what? It's okay, you don't have to, but I do believe in you. So you're letting them know that. The only thing I would say to you is this: you gotta grow a big set, okay? Because you wanna make sure that when you're telling people this, that you say it from a place of love. Number 1, say it from a place of love, but you're saying it from a place of confidence. Because when you tell somebody, let's say they wanna buy something, and it's a money issue, or they're just not sure and they're indecisive, and you say to them, listen, you don't have to buy it now. It's okay. I actually have a few other people that were waiting for me to sell. This was one of my last ones, but you know what? Don't worry about it. You don't have to get it. I just wanted to hook you up with some of your savings today. And you stop talking. And they're like, wait a second, other people wanted it. This is a special savings. You only have a few left. You're giving them exclusivity. You're making it a sense of urgency, and you're also letting them know there's limited quantity. So people want what you take away. I want you to think about this, okay? Think about a girl or a guy you are interested in, and then all of a sudden they stop calling you, and you're like, oh, does he not like me? Does she not like me? Oh my God, what happened, right? It's important that you take things away because then people want it more. So even though it seems counterproductive, the art of taking something away is really actually helpful. If you want those exact scripts, you can just download that resource guide down below, Selling Pro Tips. That way you have that and you can see what I'm talking about there. Number 2, getting closer to number 1, create a sense of urgency. Oh man, this is one of my best selling tips ever. When you create a sense of urgency, you are working with like conviction, and people are going to be like, I need it. Let me tell you why. People buy on an impulse buy. People are emotional buyers when they're closest to your product, when they're closest to your business. They buy it more right then and there when they have that emotion and the enthusiasm and the passion and the conviction and the excitement and all the bells and whistles that come along with it. They're in front of the product then. They've tried the product then. They've heard you talk about it then. Then is the time to capture the sale. Then is the time to capture them being on your team. So when you create a sense of urgency, part of that is that you want to make sure you have some sort of special of the day, something that's going to hook them up with a savings only for today, because you want to capture the buy right then and there. When you do have a sale and you have a sense of urgency, people always want to save money. Duh. People always want a coupon. Duh. People always want to get something for free. Duh. Right? Follow along with me here, people. So you want to make sure you're hooking them up. That's one of my key phrases, hooking you up today with these special savings. If you buy it tomorrow, you're going to buy it at full price, girl. I'd love for you to buy it today. And that way you can go home and get all the like benefits that, you know, your skin felt or your body felt from that shake or whatever you're selling. I don't care. The most important thing is that you create that sense of urgency, but only because they get that discount today. People also know the value of buying today because they want to know that they get the last of what you have. So when you have like, guys, I only have a limited amount left and I know that I have another presentation, blah, blah, blah. So if you want yours, this is the time to get it. Plus you get it at your special savings, and I want to hook you up. So that's really important that you remember to hook them up. Now, my last one, my number one selling tip to help you with strategies so you can become the top seller. My allergies are kicking, people. I don't know if anybody else is, but I'm like, what is going on in this world? Number 1, fill their need with your product and give them the solution they want or need, okay? By now, you should have identified what is their need, what is their problem areas, what are they trying to achieve, what do they need more of in their life, what do they need more of in their health, what do they need more of in their beauty, what do they need more of in their home, whatever your product is, whatever your business is. You want to make sure that you are filling the need with your product. This is so important. People need to know, if I buy from you, how will your product, how will your business serve me? How will you tell me that if I wanted to lose X amount of pounds, your shake is going to help me do that? How will I know if I want to do something with my skin that that product is going to fix my skin problem? How will I know that if you want me to be part of your pots and pans collection, that pots and pans is going to be the last that I ever buy in the rest of my life? You need to make sure that you're filling people's needs with your products, because if you don't do that, you've lost the sale completely. The important part about this is when you have already identified the need by talking to them, connecting with them, genuinely listening, smiling, body language, all the things we talked about, by now you can weave their need into the presentation. If, let's say, for example, if you know that they want to have a unicorn in their life, then throughout your presentation, you're going to talk about how having a unicorn in their life can really benefit them, to bring them happiness. Having the unicorn can really just bring some magical stuff. You want to make sure that you're really taking their need and then weaving it in and filling it up, because that is how it's done. That is how it's done. I also want to make sure that you guys are pinpointing the need that they have. Now, if you say, Steph, help me. Sometimes I don't know what needs my people have. What do I do? How do I find out the need? Ask better questions. Ask better questions, because when you ask them, like, hey, why do you want to have a unicorn in your life? What are you looking for that to bring you? Oh, I wanted to bring me some magical stuff, and I wanted to feel like I'm living in a dreamland, and I think they're so pretty with the rainbow colors. Whatever their need is, you got to listen to it, because what's important about selling is that you're not actually selling the product, you're filling their need, helping them find solutions, and giving them results that they're looking for. That's what selling is all about. Now, I always think of selling as this, and these are my last little, just like Stephanie moments for you before I give you my bonus resource guide. But I just want to say this, we go into stores and we go online and we shop all day long. So there's nothing wrong with selling a product or a business or solution, because if people are going to be buying anyways, whether it's at a store, online, or with you, why not have them support you? You're a local business owner, you're a small business owner, you're somebody that they know, love, trust, and care about, whether they're family and friends or they just met you. But remember, through smiling and body language and listening and connecting and wanting to know more and engaging with them, now they would rather support you than going to a store and buying something that doesn't support a local business or help someone with their goals. So share your goals, share your enthusiasm, and share your passion. Okay, you guys. So just to finish this part out, I want you to know that I also have a bonus resource guide for you guys. And Michelle's going to put all the links below. But if you're like, Stephanie, I love this and I want more of what you have, then you could just jump over to stephanieblakeonline.com. You could read my story. You could see some testimonials. And more importantly, you can go to the free resources where I have tons of stuff for you. But here's where I want you to find the free resource guides from today. You're going to go to stephanieblakeonline.com. And you're going to go to resources, scroll all the way to the bottom. Got me? All the way to the bottom. And I want you to go ahead and get the resource guides below that you'll see. And it's Selling Without Selling. And then my bonus keywords, which are my top 10 words with explanations of how you use those words in your selling strategies. And my script to close individuals at the end. And these are surefire, fail-proof words, fail-proof scripts. I've tried them with tens of thousands of people and they work. So I'm super pumped to be here today with all of you. If any of you have any questions, of course, feel free to hit me up at stephanieblakeonline@gmail.com or go to my website, stephanieblakeonline.com, and you can get contact me there anytime, anyway. And I'm just so grateful to be able to share with you guys today. I love you all. Thank you so much. And it's been a pleasure. So have a fabulous day, guys. Bye for now.
Hi, guys. I'm on my other live right now. This is awkward. There's a lot going on. I'm live in my group. Stephanie's gone. I think she did her training. So I hope it was super helpful. So I'm going to end this broadcast now. But I love you all. I'll see you later. Bye. Ending that. Okay. All right. So I think